We are here back with the crew. Thanks for spending some time back with us. We got the dogs, the cats chasing each other around. I have my wife here, Elizabeth. People have been asking about uh, you and what you do and what our whole scene is around here around this farm. So, what we've decided to do is we're going to give you a little head start, a little impromptu, if you will, video this morning about we're going to do a live tomorrow as YouTube makes us wait 24 hours. We were going to do it today. And that's going to be maybe not a series, but Brent and I are going to do some, Elizabeth and I are going to do some, and we'll be able to read your chats and we'll be able to answer a lot of those questions that you have, and it's so much easier that way when I could do it live with you guys. So we're really looking forward to that, and you can learn a little bit more about who we are and what we do and the channel, and we can grow this whole thing together. So with that, Elizabeth, good morning.
Good morning.
Um, let me let me give you the floor and see.
Oh boy.
Elizabeth has a little show that she does. I shouldn't call it little.
It's pretty little.
It's a pretty big, important thing that she does.
It's very little.
But it's a blog that she does associated with her work. What is your work, Elizabeth? Exactly.
My work is I help people who have been incarcerated for life sentences. So we're looking at murder, all the fun stuff, okay? Rape, 3 strikes, things like that. So very, very, very serious crimes where they got a life sentence but have an opportunity to rehabilitate themselves and earn their way out of that life sentence. It takes a very, very long time. I catch them at the tail end of things. I am appointed by the state of California to do that by our wonderful governor, Governor Newsom. And
I sensed a little sarcasm there.
no, I will not give that away. But, and that's what I do. I do that. I've done that 95% of my practice for about 9 years. I don't want to exaggerate, 8 years. So before that, I represented indigent defendants in trial proceedings. But I've been doing this. I like this. Can I say I'm good at it? I'm good at, my forte is I have good instincts for what they need, how to rehabilitate themselves. Well, not how to rehabilitate themselves, because I kind of come in at the end stage, but to see what they're missing, try to shed some light on things, trying to expose them more to what their issues are. And something I see, like Alan, I just give me something, I'll just roll on and derail his whole show. It's not about, there's nothing that I do that has anything to do with crypto, but just to let everybody know so you can hit the pause button or the end button. Anyway, I read a lot on it. I study a lot on it. I go to a lot of webinars about it, and recently very fascinated by a book that I'm reading, Bad Boys, Bad Men, that I recommend to my clients. So I try and read the books that I recommend to them, but it's all about antisocial personality disorder. And I have to say, I guess confess that I really didn't understand that much about antisocial personality disorder, and I've been putting certain labels on certain things. It's kind of can overlap with other things. I thought these men, I mostly represent men and some transgender as well.
Yeah.
I just want to be fair because I'm going out there in the public and I do represent inmates on behalf of the state of California. So anyway, very fascinating what I'm reading, and I realize that Antisocial personality disorder is an overarching theme in the majority of these clients. I didn't really understand the nature and extent of it. Some lights have turned on recently, so I'm pretty excited about that. Gone way off on a tangent, but that's what I do. I focus, the majority of my time is focused on preparing for interviews with these clients, going to their parole hearings, going down to the prisons, interviewing them there, research on behalf of their issues, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of blah, blah, blah. But,
Yeah, that's a very good description of what she does. Really good description. That's keeps her busy 5-6 days a week, all day, 10 to 12 hours a day, and she works really hard for a lot of people that have they're not used to people actually caring who they are as human beings, which is really unique to them. They're like, well, wait a minute, this person actually wants to see my life succeed. So you can hear it. The ones that get out after 30 some odd years in are completely different people than they were when they went in, obviously. But their gratitude and their thanks is pretty overwhelming. You read these letters, and some of them have become friends of ours over the years, and they're just genuine, real people. These are the kind of people that you'd honestly want as a next door neighbor, believe it or not. They're just that rehabilitated, and it's fun to watch her succeed at her job. Those are some of the questions that we're going to answer tomorrow. Why we called the thing Themis, our farm Themis. There's a little story behind that, and why I got into crypto, why our first story with crypto. I think it's kind of fun and fascinating. Anyway, also what I'd like you guys to do is go ahead and post some questions at the bottom of this video that we could maybe tackle tomorrow. We could get a head start on that live video for tomorrow. We're just trying to figure this whole live thing out, and it's a bit of trial and error at this point.
yeah, we just thought we would give it a shot for Alan, because I know Alan's been promising, and Brent have been promising a long time to do live. And I just said from today, I said, you've been promising. Why don't we just do it? It doesn't matter if it's great. Just get it up there and try it. Let's push some buttons, see how it works, see how it works for you. Maybe you can use that as a springboard to get Brent motivated to jump on board for an hour once a month or something like that.
That'll be no problem getting Brent and I talking for an hour.
Yeah, and
That's
Brent
not going to be an issue.
and they can talk for a long, long time. Long time. But
And some of it's actually worthy of watching. So, you guys could benefit from that.
But yeah,
We're going to try and cut this short because this is just telling you about a video that we're doing tomorrow, and hopefully you're getting something from this one as well today. So you know a little bit more about Elizabeth and my lovely wife and the brains of the operation around here, clearly. And we are so blessed with this farm and everything that we have and all of our animals that it's such a slice of heaven. This has changed our lives in a peaceful way that it's hard to even put into words how fortunate we have been. And I think everybody can do something like this if this is what your goal in life is. And we're going to cover a lot of that tomorrow and all your questions in the future about exactly that, how to start it. She knows more about the business side of those kind of things, and we could really help a small farm out, because when your XRP and your crypto moons, you're going to be able to afford this and more. All right, guys, we will hopefully see you guys live tomorrow about this time tomorrow. Okay? With that, we are
gonna see you tomorrow. Stay tuned. Hopefully you guys will join us. Hopefully this is enough notice for you. It's about 24 hours, right?
Yeah, we have to wait 24 hours.
Give or take, so we're into 23 hours.
All right. Thank you, and we will see you tomorrow.